Welcome back to Careful Boys!
I love the new word. I love it. I love the new branding, guys.
Extra careful edition.
Watch out.
Extra careful.
You can't get canceled.
Yeah, I've had people come into my comments now and actually just say Careful Boys with a Z. B-O-Y-Z.
You guys seen, so I haven't seen the new Chappelle stand-up yet.
Yes, I have.
I've been reading the headlines where he's been, I guess he went pretty crazy, right? And people are trying to cancel him, but he's almost uncancelable, and Netflix also got his back saying, I don't care like if you guys want to cancel him, it's too popular.
And I heard internally Netflix employees are like bitching about it, but there's nothing. There's like fuck you, whatever.
Dave Chappelle. Dope. I hope it turns the other way around. We're back to how comedy was before, where everything was just having a good time.
You could be like, shut the fuck up.
Well, even on the first season of Chappelle Show, like the first episode they did was the blind
KKK guy? Yeah, blind white.
And people were trying to cancel that fool since back then, but
I rewatched one of the episodes. It was the ethnic Olympics.
Oh,
The draft, right?
oh yeah, the racial draft.
Yeah, and then the Asians, they wanted the
Wu-Tang Clan.
Like, that's
And the black people got Tiger Woods.
that was so dope.
Wait, didn't we get Tiger Woods?
The white people.
I thought the whites got Tiger Woods.
I don't think so, because he says goodbye to Kung Pao chicken, hello to fried chicken. That's what he says, doesn't he?
And then I
That's
think,
the line.
and I think, wait, did O.J. Simpson come on and then no one wanted it?
Something like that. That shit was great.
Yeah,
or the World
that's
Championship Dice Olympics. Have you seen that one?
No.
That one was great too. They're playing dice in the projects and Ashley Larry. You guys don't remember that?
You know what's always funny too is seeing Bill Burr in all those old sketches.
Yeah.
He's the commentator.
And he's like the straight man in them.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
That's right, because I didn't even recognize him then.
Yeah, me
you
neither.
know?
I had no idea who he
Because
was.
yeah, and then you're just, he's just like some actor. And then you go back and you're like, oh shit!
That's Bill Burr, dude.
I love Bill Burr.
And then all the sketches with Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh, rest in peace, man.
But I miss comedy in that age where, like, you know, you're just fucking around and everyone's having a good time and no one's getting their panties in a bunch.
Do you think we're starting to realize what it's like to being like the older generation that's like, back in my day it was better, art was better, this was better?
Yeah, we just renamed the show Careful Boys.
careful, boys.
I definitely think we're in the transition.
It was on a whim though. We did not exactly sit back and have a conversation.
I know, right?
It just on a whim of inspiration, you know. And
I think the credit goes to Steve. He was the one that
Steve, Steve, the ultimate careful boy.
Thank you very
He's
much.
the main careful.
It was just. Well, I just was always confused because we'd be on off the record, but I'm like, wait, when we're on off the record, we're the most careful.
Yeah.
But when we're on the Patreon, it's much different.
And we're calling it off the record, but then people are holding us accountable for shit.
Exactly. So it's like, why the fuck are we calling it off the record? It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, because like 2016, I think, when we started off the when did we start? I don't know.
I don't remember. Something like that.
JK News.
No,
2016,
off the
2017.
record.
Oh, I don't even know.
Because the reason why we started it is because we were having such good conversations without the news articles. Yeah. So that's why we were just like,
And the cameras weren't even on. It was in between the news articles.
yeah, we're like, this is good content. Let's fucking roll with it. Yeah. But then society changed. That's like what, 5 years now?
That's just like a landmark moment.
and then society changed.
As you can see, in 2016, society definitely changed. Like,
It's the end of the Renaissance era.
That is what the old people say though about how it used to be better. It's like, society changed. I tell you what.
Hey, we had to change with the times.
Yeah.
So now we have to be careful, boys.
I think this is better. I like the name. Should we all just get T-shirts?
Let's do it.
I still call it Careful Boys with the comma in there, so I don't know where we're at with it.
Careful, boys.
It's a totally different meaning.
So it's a comma and a Z.
I think we're split on this, you guys.
Some people are either being careful and some people are like, hey, careful. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like that we're just careful boys. That's how fucking careful we are.
Yeah, like that's our thing. We're careful in everything.
True, because we're also getting older now, and we have to be careful.
I could die.
Yeah. I'd be slipping and tripping on everything.
That's what it's about.
It's mostly about where I walk.
You're like, watch out, man. Careful, boys, because you got a lot to lose.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Careful.
You got a house?
Did anybody actually see the Chappelle? I watched it.
It was so good.
Just
Was it good? What
So
was
all the
fucking
spoilers,
good.
all the spoilers right now.
Yeah, you
Throw them
wanna-
out.
Don't say nothing.
I heard some choice jokes for sure, but yeah, not going to spoil anything.
Well, it's his closer, right? So it's like he finished his entire like Netflix special and did like 6 of them or something like that, and this is the last one, and then yeah. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's indefinite. Of course, I'm sure the GOAT's gonna come back, right? But like it's indefinite when he'll do another stand-up in that kind of like format. So this
like a 6 special contract or something.
something like that, right? I think it was. You
got paid a lot
it was
of money,
6.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got paid more than the money he turned down back in the day, right?
Good for him.
Really?
He got that check back?
I thought they offered him more than what he walked away from.
So back then, I think it was 50 million, which was a lot at the time. But 50 million is not that much anymore for a comedian.
Especially since they printed so much money now.
This fucking guy, dude.
50 million is not that
No,
much
to
for a
these
comedian.
guys like fucking Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Joe Rogan, folks, like it's not that much.
This guy
anymore.
uses his MacBook as a coaster. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Bart, look at this guy.
I've seen him do it 3 times with multiple drinks.
I don't even have. I lost my laptop.
Not today.
He only has one drink right now, and it's in a 4-drink holder.
Yeah, dude. What?
How much are people getting paid for stand-up specials these days?
I didn't know it was 50 million for a stand-up special.
They're millions
For certain people.
Yeah, for
Because
certain people.
for Chappelle, it's like, dude, he's gonna bring all the eyes.
But is it 50 million for his whole like series or just per episode?
No way per episode.
I think that was his signing deal for all of them.
It was like 200 million. Or
I mean, Louis a couple years ago did some kind of crazy record-breaking number just by doing direct. He did like direct on his website, and he made like 30 mil. Yeah.
$55 million contract due to the show's popularity. Comedy. Oh no, this is Comedy Central.
I know Jennifer Aniston was getting like $1 million per episode of a Friends.
They all were.
And that was like in the, was it late 92? No, that was early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
They were already doing that with Game of Thrones. Everybody was making $1 to $2 million per episode in Game of Thrones.
And those guys were no-name fucking actors, dude.
Imagine showing up for a day's worth of work and you know if that's gonna be the episode's gonna be $1 million.
It's crazy, man.
Good for them, huh?
You know what I mean?
What do you do after that though? Like, if you never get hired again?
You don't need to.
You know, you're just kind of like, fuck, that was my rate, but that's like your pinnacle, and then you can't ever make that money ever again.
But I don't think everyone got the same amount, right? Because, you know, like Jon Snow's on the screen the most, and then what's her name's on the screen the most, like the
Daenerys?
dragon queen.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think even Tyrion got paid half of what everyone else
Oh, it's
got.
because he was half size, so.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
why, bro.
I don't know. That's why.
Takes up half the frame.
Yeah, I don't know how the structure works.
Screen time
I
and
don't know
space.
how-
I thought that was the law, bro.
I'm not sure how
Honestly,
SAG- I'm not
I thought it was there, bro.
I don't know how SAG works.
Cut you out a little.
I don't know which part of Careful Boys we're allowed to speak on right now.
I had a dream about him.
Tyrion?
Hell yeah, man. That guy's my favorite character.
What was the dream about? Now we have to.
We were at a party, and obviously, because of his size, you couldn't really see him in the crowd because he was surrounded. But I was like, oh, Tyrion, I love your show. And then, obviously, that's not his name, but he turned around, and then he knew who I was because he watched JK News and shit.
That's it.
And I was like, that's tight.
I hope he doesn't watch this one.
Oh, you know, he's the true star of the show.
Yeah.
He is, he is.
He is.
Because I would watch all the behind the scenes director's cuts.
He's a real hero.
Yeah, and the EPs were saying that the show was actually centered around him, and he was the only one that didn't have to audition.
Yeah.
Everyone else auditioned, but he was the centerpiece of the show.
But everyone rooted for him, though. Like, you had to be a fucking complete asshole to hate him.
Yeah.
No, dude, everyone was rooting for
Jon Snow?
the guy who became king.
Joffrey.
Oh,
No, yeah, what the fuck is his name? Everyone was rooting
Jamie?
for the Raven Boy, dude.
yeah, Bran. Dude, what a useless.
Everyone wanted Bran to be king so bad.
Yeah, what a useless.
I did not want Bran to be.
That fool had a wooden wheelchair.
that was a useless piece of shit.
You
man.
didn't want Bran to be king? I've never talked to one person who didn't want Bran to be king.
I did not want Bran to be king.
I can't believe that.
Dude, that was the biggest letdown of all TV shows I've ever watched. Was Bran becoming king and his whole story arc.
It was like watching a football game for like 4 quarters and it's crazy, and then it's a tie game and nobody wins.
It's crazy though, in that episode in the beginning where you witness incest and then a boy pushed out of a window.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that
this
was
show's
crazy.
fucking crazy.
He's like my kind of show.
You caught me fucking my sister, and then you throw a boy off the window.
He did it so casually, like he's done it before, you know?
Yeah, he's like, oopsie.
Yeah. What an evil man, Jamie Lannister.
That's kind of hot.
He was, dude. That
Incest
metal
was
hand.
in, huh?
Yeah, that
Incest was in.
incest was popping in Game of Thrones, dude.
That's why they
Incest
say
is back,
yeah.
though. It's back.
Incest is back.
No, it's going strong.
It's one of the strongest genres on Pornhub.
See?
Incest wins.
Do you think Game of Thrones had something to do with it?
I think Game of Thrones watched Pornhub. Yeah.
I think it's something inside all of us that we all have the capability of.
No.
Steve is the authority. on
yeah,
that,
we
if anything.
Don't
We know
say
where you
that,
stand.
Steve.
I don't know what it's like to have a hot sister, so.
Yeah, is your sister hot, Anthony?
Huh?
Is your sister hot?
Does your sister have a heart-shaped
The
ass?
buying of time, huh?
Scale 1 to 10.
Because if she's hot, then I could ask you, like, is it hard to resist? But if she's not hot,
I think she's a strong and beautiful woman.
and were you attracted to her at all?
I think your sister. Do you have a sister?
No, he does not. He's an only child, and he acts like one.
I have a sister, dude. I have a sister. You already know.
Today's video is brought to you by Babbel.
Bubble.
Babbel. Dude, I've been watching these polyglot videos on YouTube, and I'm super inspired to like learn so many languages now.
I know, but it's so hard. But that's why Babbel's so cool, because they actually teach you in 15-minute segments, so you can actually fit it into your day.
Have you ever tried learning a new language in high school?
It's boring. We're trying to learn from a textbook where it's not applicable, and you're learning like words like abogada, which is like lawyer. I'm like, when am I gonna go to Mexico and the first thing I'm asking for is a lawyer? I need to know where the bathroom is.
Baños.
Yeah, water. Or like, hey, how you doing?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Like just some basic stuff, you know?
That's true. I always looked for something out there that was more realistic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing things right. Like, I don't know if, without an expensive tutor, like, how am I gonna freaking do this? And what's awesome about Babbel is they have that technology in their app. They help you pronounce words. It's super easy, 15-minute like lessons.
And what is dope, it's programmed by AI because they use hundreds of language experts, so they're finding the best ways for you to learn it.
I think the best part I mentioned is they have a speech recognition in their AI and stuff, and they help you like pronounce things better.
And they got 14 different languages like Spanish, Italian, German. So wherever you want to go, or if you want to go to a restaurant and you want to feel like a local or be amongst the culture, you can.
Yep. And for all you single people out there, the more languages you know, the more possibility for love.
Oh, yeah. And right now they got a special deal. If you go to Babbel.com and purchase 3 months, you get another 3 months. So that's 6 months for the price of 3. That's Babbel.com, Babbel.com. Use the code OFFTHERECORD. Go to Babbel.com, use the code OFFTHERECORD to get 6 months for the price of 3.
Woohoo! Thank you, Bebo.
I don't think
And you
anybody
guys have
wants this
stepsisters?
conversation.
No one has stepsisters?
Stepsister sounds more plausible to like.
That was a dream of mine. I was like, I wish my mom remarries with somebody and there's a hot ass girl.
Like Cruel
And then,
Intentions?
Like, and we're like stepbrother, stepsister, and then it's like, and then we like each other. And we're like, oh, we're just gonna hang out, and they think that we're just hanging out in the room, but we're fucking, bro.
No, she's eating ass, dude.
True. But at that time, I didn't know what that was.
I see.
I like the innocent part of the story where it's like where we like each other.
Yeah. We had to like each other. We had to like each other.
Oh, you know what?
Dude, I was like 17, man. I had to like them.
I get it.
I can't just have sex, man. That's against the rules.
I got the
dude.
lowest body count in the room, dude. I know exactly how that feels.
You have to love them to fuck them.
Exactly.
Anthony, can you explain something to me? Because you're the expert on this matter.
Don't fucking bring my sister into it.
It's a different conversation. I came out of the grocery store, and there was a girl in Boy Scouts. Is that new?
Nah.
It's not?
Why are you an expert at this, by the way?
His dad's a Scoutmaster. He's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, dude.
Not self-proclaimed. Anyways, no. You can be a part of the Boy Scout organization. It's not gender like specific like that. To be in
Because
the
it
Boy
was
Scout
when I was a
troop-
Boy Scout.
Well, to be in the Boy Scout troop and to be an active Boy Scout, like in terms of in the patrol, in the troop,
Yeah.
like you had to be a boy.
Yeah.
But women could be a part of the Boy Scout organization, whether they were staff members, parents.
She's a tenderfoot though.
That's probably new.
so
I think that's new.
She's like, I don't know, probably like middle school, high school, and she was a tenderfoot, and I was like, oh.
How you know it's a girl?
I think-
What if it was a kid with big titties?
That could be. And what's a tenderfoot?
Cause David looked like a girl with big titties when he was a kid.
David got some titties.
Tenderfoot is a set.
Basic of a square knot right here, almost.
Okay, very nice.
What's
Very nice.
what is tenderfoot?
It starts off as scout, then you're tenderfoot, and then you're second class, and then you're first class, and then you're star, and then life, and then eagle.
Whack. So they could have said tenderfoot, small foot, big foot.
They should have.
That would have been better.
That's better branding.
And the tenderfoot's not even a foot rank.
So let's say that I'm in Boy Scouts with you, right? And like, we're on, I don't know, some kind of retreat or something.
That's gay.
Hold on. No. So like, we look over the fire or something like that. I see your sister. How hot is she?
Scale 1 to 10.
Yeah. And is she in a Boy Scouts outfit? Because she's not in the troop, so she can still wear it.
And how does she pack around that thing?
Does she wear green cargo pants?
That's true.
Is she giving that thing a tough time?
Okay, you know what? Because
Do they have
Steve,
the little thing?
because
the
Steve
scarf?
constantly talks about how hot his sister is, it would only be fair.
We need to normalize it.
It would only be fair to entertain this conversation.
So where's your sister?
It's one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna say anything about my sister. I'm gonna say I remember those times when you'd be on a Boy Scout camp and then like because your options are, slim pickings, You know, and guys would be intense, and there's like not really much to talk about. There's no cell phones back then. Of course, you always have to judge every girl.
Yeah.
Because there's we have like a sister Girl Scout troop that's affiliated in the troop, even though we're not in the same patrols.
Lucky, we didn't have that shit.
So it's co-ed in the troop, even though for the girls it was like 997, but the guys were 901. So like we were two completely separate troops that had joint troop meetings.
What?
So like brothers and sisters would still get
fucking
dropped
tight.
off at the park to like meet and stuff, but like guys would go to one side, girls would go to the other. But then we would still have joint flag ceremonies in the morning or flag ceremonies at the end to close it out.
That's cool. It's like church.
It was very co-ed.
Steve's waiting for his answer.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys beef with other?
Steve's like, is your sister hot?
It's like I asked Neil Tyson the question. For fuck's sakes.
Point is, when you're at camp and your pickings are slim, you fantasize fully. You know what I'm saying? You go all the way with everything.
How about
About
this?
your
Put
sister,
yourself in the shoes of another tenderfoot. Was he getting hard over your sister?
Nick,
That's a valid question.
Nick, did you watch the Wilder Fury fight?
I did, but now I want to know your opinion on your sister.
What import model does she look most like? From the 90s. From the 90s.
Francine D or
Francine D was the best one.
Careful, boys.
Francine D's like
Careful, boys.
That's when you use the combo.
there's like I forgot the names of them.
Christine Mendoza.
Christine Mendoza. Is it really for Christine Mendoza?
I jacked off to a lot of import tuner.
Aiko Tanaka. Any of those three?
And then she became our friend.
These girls up. I want to see what they look
Pulling
like.
them up right now.
Are you guys talking about the chicks who lean on cars? Okay.
Import tuner.
Love it.
So the Mexicans have lowrider and the Asians had import tuner.
That's your sister?
Which one's the closest?
Yeah, which one's closer to your sister?
You fuckheads.
There was Tila Tequila.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so she was that's how she got famous, huh?
She's still alive?
Yeah, she's a conspiracy theorist now.
All right.
What conspiracy is she in?
It's an interesting lane.
Aliens, reptilians.
Oh, the reptile theory thing. Oh,
she's like really into that stuff.
Your sister most closely resemble.
Kyla Yu.
Kyla Yu.
Did she join a band after?
Yeah,
Started a band?
Yeah.
Is your sister? Are you more a Kyla Yu type of sister?
He's looking for the best sister example right
sister
now.
looks like this.
Whatever.
Whatever. That's
Legitimately disappointed.
that's so gay, dude.
So your sister's pretty hot, huh?
That's so gay.
Look how big these boobs are.
Dang. Oh, my mom's dancing over there. Does she look like my mom?
Valid question.
Ugh, that's nasty. That's going too far.
Hey, what's stop it?
Best at being a character.
Wait, so was your Boy Scout troop Boy Scouts of America?
Yeah.
So it's part of the BSA or whatever.
Why, they got other ones? Boy Scouts of Germany or something?
But it was a Vietnamese troop. It was a Vietnamese troop operating in the Boy Scouts of America.
Was there another troop you didn't like?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go into this actually. If anybody happens to be a Vietnamese Boy Scout that's a fan that was in the scene in like 20 years ago. My dad, he like co-founded a troop when he first came here, or not first came here, but like after he immigrated over and he brought me and my sister into that troop, right? But they, the Vietnamese Scouts wanted to do it the Vietnamese way, whereas the Boy Scout way was very rank based. Like the idea of going tenderfoot, blah blah blah, all the way to Eagle Scout is a very American Boy Scout thing.
What's the Vietnamese one like?
You have to be in the jungle and bite somebody's ankles off to get your first stripe. Just anybody's ankles?
You gotta get
You gotta
shot.
be in a hole with an AK-47 and fast for 3 days, and finally when your enemy comes, you fucking bite their ankle off.
A lot of booby trap.
Why do you need the gun?
You gotta get shot by my grandfather.
That's the Vietnamese Boy
That
Scout.
would be interesting.
Was there? I mean, how did you guys like rank up or do whatever? Like, what was the goal?
So that's the thing. There was an argument where my dad was like, people need to adapt to the American way, and these kids need to like have relative nature to like the Boy Scouts that they're playing with and stuff, or doing stuff with. Yeah. So he fought for the ranking system, but they didn't want it, so then they had to like split, and that's why my dad ended up creating a whole other troop.
Oh shit.
They had a fucking Boy Scout philosophy beef.
Yeah.
Why? Well, there's 2 ways to do it.
Well, the Vietnamese way doesn't focus on ranking, and it's a lot more like, in the same way that like Asian discipline is different in the household here in
So they
America.
beat their kids on that side?
Yeah, back then you could like beat people.
So they fucking smack
So many crazy, like if you left your shoes outside the tent, like the older Scots could pee in it.
Whoa!
That's kind of tight. I like that.
Or like they would have like tests where like you would have to pack up all your shit and then go sleep somewhere else. You know what I mean? To like test yourself or whatever, and you go by yourself or with a partner, and you sleep somewhere else for the night.
Vietnamese Boy Scout sounds like some Spartan training shit.
That sounds legit.
That's the Wilderness Survival Merit Badge.
Yes.
Remember? Did you get that one?
No, I was just in the Vietnamese Boy Scouts. Same
Is there a
shit.
badge for filling the shoe up completely with piss?
In one go?
No, but there's badges for everything. From
Like what?
life saving and swimming to basket weaving to like photography.
I was super like about the system. My dad even helped me become a merit badge counselor for fishing, even though like I was really not that good. But he turned me into the counselor so I could sign off on it for the rest of the boys in our troop.
What's the badge you earned that you're most proud of?
Fishing.
Hey, you like fishing?
I do like it. I suck at it.
Do you
but I
have?
like
Do you
it.
still have your sash?
At home somewhere?
Let's go fishing, man.
How many merit badges did you have?
You have to have 21 to get Eagle Scout, so I probably have like 24 or something like that.
Damn.
But you suck at fishing?
I enjoy it, you fucker.
Do you get one? Do you get a badge for cleaning the fish?
How's your granddad at fishing? He's probably really good.
Shoot him!
Fucking best, dude. I've never caught a like really big fish in my life.
You know what we should do? You should create a man scouts. So
That's what Kinjas is.
nah, man. That
Nah, that shit's gay.
Kinjas are you just dance. I want to learn wilderness shit. So we'll wear the same uniforms, grown ass men, with the short shorts and the fucking.
The Careful Boy Scouts?
Careful Boy Scouts, right? And then you can teach us wilderness survival.
He probably knows more than me.
Bart, have you? He goes around in an RV, dude. He doesn't like wilderness
I
survival.
love the RV life.
I love it too. That's
He's the
only way to do
luxury
it.
survival.
Only time I go camping.
I love the RV life.
Have you ever had to fucking sleep somewhere without a tent?
Yeah, hammocks. I love it.
Okay. Have you ever had to shit in a hole?
All
have
the
you,
time.
Have you ever had to like make your own fire and cook?
Are you talking? Are you Eagle Scouting versus a Marine, dude?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I like the RV life.
That's why I'm already saying like he already knows more than.
I'm like, I've slept in a sleeping bag for 2 weeks straight with the rifle in the sleeping bag. I'm like, I'm good, dude. I'm gonna get an RV.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because my grandfather was an RV guy too, and it's because he was a fucking Marine. He's like, why the hell would I want to do that? I already did it. Let's suck that.
Well, I want to lark.
Yeah.
We've been on sub-zero hikes where you're sweating your ass off because it's 20 miles, right? You get to your fucking location and you take off your clothes because it's wet and you want to sleep warm. You wake up, your fucking undershirt is frozen and you have to crumple it and break the ice off to put it back on. I'm like, nah, dude, RV life for
All the
life
way.
now.
See, I want to lark because I fantasize about that. What Bart just told me, I got really excited.
Yeah, he's hype, bro.
I'm like, ooh, frostbite legs, let's do it.
You want to simulate what he went through?
Oh yeah, it's just a simulation. Yeah.
Or you could join the Army or the Marine Corps or whatever.
Isn't that just like Call
I'm
of
too
Duty?
old.
Can't you just play
Bro.
Call of Duty or something?
I think I'll crush it in the Air Force.
I think you're too wiggly for the military, my friend.
I'll give away my position.